How's it going, you guys, and welcome back for a new video. So this week's video, sorry for the camera, it's a little wobbly. I'm going to tell you guys some tips for online classes since our online classes are about to begin. And it's good to be prepared from some researches I did online. So let's get this video started. So first tip is to treat your online classes like you're in an actual class. You have to picture yourself as if you're actually inside a classroom, which takes lots of discipline because I know it can be very tempting to turn off your video, but it's also a matter of self-discipline. You have to resist the temptation. You have to treat it really seriously, honestly, because you might miss something important. But in my case, we haven't started. We're about to start online classes in a few days or so. So I researched up on what to do when there comes an online class. So I hope this one helps you too. Next is time management. Time management means being organized. You need to be organized in this because it can be really tricky to manage online classes if you're not really organized with what you planned for today. You can multitask, but it's like you're going to have work overload from the multitasking you did. So I suggest you guys keep an organized schedule because there are lots of apps right now. What I'm using right now, it's an app called School Planner, which I am going to use for my online classes. It will help me keep updated with my schedule, and also I can mark if there are important assignments or agendas that needs to be finished throughout the week. And also with time management, you also have to make use of your time. You don't have to do work after. You can take a 15-minute break or so before you continue doing the next task you want to do. Another one is you have to dedicate yourself a study place. It can be a small corner of your room, the kitchen, the living room, your lunch area. It can be anywhere, honestly, as long as it makes you comfortable and you have enough space, you have enough room. The tip here is it must not be too distracting, and also it's not this is not supposed to happen. So anyway, back to the video. It also must not be too comfortable where you want to fall asleep instead of listening and paying attention to your class. Like, I do not recommend it to be to have your space on your bed. I assure you, it won't be a good help. Please don't fall asleep during online classes. I know it's hard and it's very tempting, but you have to sacrifice for some. You can take a rest after the class. My next tip is to eliminate distractions as much as possible. So, especially your phone. It's very tempting to use your phone because you know that you wouldn't be caught or seen because you can easily hide that. Your phone below your laptop or anywhere, and you can pretend that you're listening, but in reality you're not. So I recommend there's a feature in every phone that's made to mute notifications. I myself, as someone who's into online gaming, I turned that setting on, so only notification banners and the phone is really silent. So I'm going to actually use it on most of my social media accounts, so I won't be too distracted or tempting because online classes is really more exhausting than the face-to-face, the traditional classes. So I recommend you guys to really, as much as possible, to eliminate distractions. We can make use of technology. There are several apps that helps you block sites that would turn on notifs, or you can just modify the settings on your phone to block the notification so you won't be that tempted. As as a student fangirl, I know it's hard, but we have to do it. It's really a big sacrifice. I'm sure you've already know how you learn best, like taking notes, or maybe you learn best by listening to music while studying. I Online classes is like self-studying, so it's really you really have to make an effort to study, to self-study. So you have to figure out how you learn best. For example, I learn best when I jot down lots and lots of notes, keywords like that, and then abbreviations, like words that I can easily understand. Or I also study best when I listen to music while I study or read things. Like if you prefer visual handouts, if you have a printer at home, then you can use that to print out any modules or resource materials you got, if it's a better way for you to study. Like a normal class, we don't always understand what the lessons are about, so you ask help from your friends and go study at a place where you're all comfortable and do group studies. But since we're going online classes, you can also do that in Zoom by doing virtual study groups with your friends if you don't understand anything, because there's nothing wrong with asking for help. It can improve you. It can help improve yourself. And if you all don't really understand anything, you can ask your professors or your teachers in a nice manner to tell them that you didn't understand the lesson and you want to elaborate it more. It's good to be collaborative and have a brainstorm. It really helps with learning. Next is to check your emails regularly. You may miss something if you don't do it every day. So I made it really a habit for me to check my emails every day at about when I wake up, in the middle of the day, and before I sleep, to see if I missed anything important. So if you're going to go online classes, I'm 100% sure that your professors or teachers may send you emails in a form of reminders or an announcement to make. So I really recommend that you guys check your emails regularly so you wouldn't miss anything. So all of these tips, I researched it and I will link it down so you can further read what else, because I didn't include everything. I only got where the parts where they all look similar and summarized it all. And that's what this video is going to be about for this week. So I hope you guys enjoyed and learned something new from me, and also make sure to hit that like button, and also subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, because we post every single week. And I wish everyone a very good luck. Okay, additional info that I forgot to insert before I ended that. Don't forget to take a break every once in a while after you study. It can be 15 to 30 minutes, because it's important that we rest. We can't remember everything if our mind's overloaded with information. It's best to take a break every once in a while. Don't overdo everything all at once. We're not robots or machines, so it's important that we take rest in between. But also you have to monitor the time. You can't take a 1 hour rest and leave the rest what you're doing for the next day. We can't know, or they might change due dates all of a sudden. So yeah, that's it. So that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much.